Hello children, welcome back to my channel. Happy to see you all, and many students are watching the square root spiral and making benefit out of it. Those who have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe and share it with your friends so that it will be beneficial for other students too. Okay, so today I am going to deal with linear equation in one variable, class 8. See children, this chapter is very important and it is continued even in 9th as well as 10th also. So this year we are going to learn linear equation in one variable. So now if we say equation, this chapter is being learned by you people even in 7th, even in 6th standard you people have learned. So there you have learned the basic things about the equation. So what were the basic things you people have learned? Equation. When we say equation, what is it? Immediately you can recall. Yes, you can recall that equals sign will be there in any equation. Yes. So in an algebraic expression, when an equals to sign is added, it becomes an equation. So now equation will divide the entire expression into an equation, and it is dividing the equation itself into two parts as left hand side and right hand side. Okay, a brief introduction about this linear equation in one variable. Now let's solve the questions related to it. This is NCERT questions. Now we will see how to solve the first exercise of this chapter. So now the first exercise here is solve the following equation. There are 12 questions here. So I will solve one by one. So please make use of it. Okay. So now here the first question here is x minus 2 is equal to 7. So this is exercise 2.1 from NCERT textbook class 8. So here the first question is x minus 2 is equal to 7. So now when you see x minus 2 is equal to 7, I told you an equation will divide it into two parts, that is left hand side and the right hand side. And now you can see here x is the variable. So we want to find out the variable value. So you have to shift this minus 2 to the other side. Whenever you are shifting from left hand side to the right hand side, it will go with the opposite sign. The same thing is applicable vice versa also. If you are going to take the number from right hand side to left hand side, even there also it's going to come with the opposite sign. You know what does the opposite sign mean? If it is plus 2, it is going to be minus 2. If it is minus 2, the other side when it go, it will become plus 2. So now here x minus 2 is equal to 7. So x value will be 7 plus 2. So x is equal to 9. So this is the first solution. Then next we will see the next one. Second one, it is y plus 3 is equal to 10. Y plus 3 is equal to 10. Same as in this first case, you have y is equal to, y keep it on the left hand side. So send plus 3 to the other side. So it will become minus 3. This 10 remains here. You can just remember like this. See, suppose if any relatives are coming, you people are not going to vacate your room. You just imagine this is your own room where you stay, and people, those who are coming from outside, that is your relatives, when they come, you are going to share their room, right? And when they are sharing, they are going to come with an opposite sign here. Okay, they are coming with an opposite sign. You can just remember, don't go to shift this number to the other side. That also you can do, but here we are going to find out the value of variable here. So y will be equal to 7. Then next, moving on to the third question, it is 6 is equal to z plus 2. So now in this case, this is your room. Okay, so now this is your room. In this case, y was on the left hand side. Now here z is on the right hand side. So wherever the variable is there, we will just leave as it is, and then we are going to shift them from other constants to the other side. So now when you see 6, you write as it is, plus 2 you are going to shift from the other side. So here it will be 6 minus 2 is equal to z. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So z is equal to 4. Okay. Then next, moving on to the next question, that is fourth question. 3 by 7 plus x is equal to 17 by 7. So now 3 by 7 plus x is equal to 17 by 7 when you write. So here it will be, this is on the variable is on the left hand side. So keep the variable here. Send the constants to the other side. So it is 17 by 7 minus 3 by 7, which is equal to 17 minus 3 is 14 by 7. So here you can cancel 14 and 7. So 1 and 2. So x value is equal to 2. Then moving on to the fifth question. So here the fifth question here is 6x is equal to 12. 6x is equal to 12. So when you see here it is 6 into x is equal to 12. So in first 4 cases you are having either plus sign or minus sign. Here you can see minus sign, here plus, again here it is plus, and here also it is plus. So now here you are not having a sign. Whenever you don't have a sign, it is understood that it is a multiplication sign. So now 6 into x is equal to 12. So x is equal to 12 divided by 6. Remember, whenever you have negative sign, when it goes to the other side it becomes positive, and whenever you have a negative sign, when it goes to the other side it will become positive, and whenever it is positive, when it goes to the other side it becomes negative. The same way here, when you have a multiplication sign and when it is going to the other side it becomes division. So now here x value will be equal to 2. Then next question, sixth question. Here the sixth question is t by 5 is equal to 10. T by 5 is equal to 10. See here 6 into x is equal to 12. Here t divided by 5 is equal to 10. So now here it is division. When this constant is shifted to the other side it becomes multiplication. So t will be equal to 10 into 5, where t value will be equal to 50. T value is 50. Okay children. So this is how you people have to do.